Olá, amigos e companheiros do YouTube. Sejam todos bem-vindos ao canal do Fuba Game Brasil. E hoje, galera, eu lhes trago o jogo Game of Thrones, o quarto episódio. Eu demorei um pouco, galera, para trazer o mesmo para o canal, porque realmente eu estava sem tempo nenhum. Por esse motivo aí, o jogo já saiu já faz algum tempinho e só agora eu pude estar trazendo para o canal. Só estou vendo aqui algumas coisas relacionadas ao game. Não é importante aqui. Vamos ao jogo, né? Aqui os episódios já todos liberados já. E agora vamos para o que interessa, o episódio 4. E lembrando, né, como é de praxe, se tiver algum spoiler no começo falando do capítulo anterior, e caso você não tenha jogado o capítulo anterior e não queira saber, aconselho aí que você venha a adiantar o vídeo e ver o gameplay na íntegra, beleza? Vamos lá, sem demoras, vamos conferir o mesmo.
Previously on Game of Thrones.
My father is planning to make a move against your family. He knows all your weaknesses, all your plans, because you have a traitor in your council. He's been sending a great deal of gold to someone in King's Landing.
We were told we'd be speaking to Lord Tyrion alone.
That's enough, Andros.
North Grove? That's just some shit story for little kids.
I've heard stories. Old tales of a secret forest within a forest. Your lord knew what he was talking about. I'm part of the free folk. People round here call wildlings.
My true name is Sarah Flowers.
You're a bastard?
I hope I didn't make a mistake in trusting you.
And if it isn't Elena Glenmore, you're not still marrying into this wretched family?
I'm sorry. I'm going to tell Father the betrothal is off.
It's a long journey to Marine on foot.
Marine? Shit.
What?
Unfinished business there. I don't want to talk about it.
If you presume to speak of my dragons, you best choose your words carefully.
Are you gonna be a good little Forrester? Learn your lesson? And stay down? You can be Lord, Roderick. So long as we all know who holds the reins here.
Take the boy as your ward. Kill him if they give you any trouble.
I never did tell you about your father, did I? We bled him at first, like a pig.
I knew you were a killer the day you arrived.
Eu não vou nem comentar aqui, porque se eu for comentar eu vou dar spoiler. E como sempre, né, sem a legenda em PTBR fica difícil.
Don't you stand there and fucking lie to me, boy.
Eu sei mais ou menos o que aconteceu, porque eu consegui a legenda no vídeo anterior. Sempre eu faço assim, eu jogo primeiro ele assim, aí depois que lança a legenda, eu pego e jogo novamente o jogo. Mas sendo que eu não posso estar gravando já com a legenda, porque o jogo já foi lançado já. Aí se eu for esperar, porra, vai estar vindo já quase o outro capítulo enquanto eu ainda não fiz o anterior. Aí, por esse motivo, se eu conseguisse a legenda rápido, eu já fazia direto, pô, pra vocês, legendado.
I was there. My relief was late, so I stayed behind. Finn was only there at the very end.
Eu vou jogando assim, né? Sem saber mais ou menos. Só pra mostrar a história mesmo.
It wasn't Garrett's fault. We were on watch when Britt just attacked him. Garrett had no choice but to fight back.
There isn't a man at the wall wouldn't sell his own mother for the right price. You two are up to something. Some deal you worked out.
That's impossible. Finn can't stand me. Because you're a fucking squire who thinks you're better than everyone.
Enough! Garrett killed a man of the watch. There's a price to be paid for that. Let's go. I knew it was a mistake to make you a ranger.
Frostfinger! What's to be done with him? We're heading to Cruster's.
You'll have to find someone else for your expedition. Your man here still has a lot to answer for. Now out of the way, Snow.
Give us a moment.
Then kiss him quick and be done with it.
Garrett. I know you hated Britt, but this... What happened? I thought you were smarter than that, Garrett.
This isn't right. Britt's the murderer. Frostfinger has this all wrong.
Yet Britt's the one who's dead. You knew what your vows meant when you took them.
But John...
I'm sorry, Garrett. There's nothing more I can do. We're down a man, so keep your eyes open. Now let's move.
Seems even your mother's abandoned you. Won't be alone for long, though. The Axeman will find you soon enough.
É, parece que agora sim começou.
Do you know how many men have stood before me with false tales of my dragons? Desperate men, hoping for wealth.
Essa é a mãe dos dragões.
Liars, every one of them.
Para quem acompanha aí o seriado,
you are no different.
vai saber do que eu tô
Are you
falando.
calling me a liar?
Mas sendo que o jogo não, assim, queiram comparar o jogo com o filme, porque o filme não, com o seriado, que o jogo não acompanha.
Oh shit.
Are you frightened? I thought you'd seen a dragon before. Your reaction says otherwise.
He's much smaller than the other one.
Would you like to touch him? Go ahead. Unless you are afraid. Of course, a man who has really faced a dragon before may have reason to be afraid. Go on.
Not a good idea, son.
I'm inclined to agree with her on this one.
I think I'd rather not.
You're smarter than you seem.
I don't think he likes me.
Then you were wise to keep your distance. You claim you saw Drogon. Give me a reason to believe you. I told you I've heard this story before. I'm going to need more than that.
You're asking for proof?
I have this.
Drogon, how did you get that? What have you done to him? If you've hurt him...
Hurt him?
He attacked us.
Drogon wouldn't strike without reason. You must have scared him, or... He is not some kind of thoughtless beast. He's only a child.
You can try to justify it all you want, but the truth is, he's dangerous.
He's right.
Your tongue is dangerously sharp, sellsword. Why did you come here? You tell me lies about Drogon. To what end? You want gold? A title? My undying gratitude?
With your permission, I want to hire a contingent of the Second Sons. I need them to help me fight for my family back in Westeros.
The Second Sons? Has your reason failed you?
Please, if...
I also came here looking for an army. But what I found were the cries of children and people suffering in chains while their masters profited from their misery. My sellswords will help me free the slaves of Meereen. That is their mission. Your need is not greater than theirs.
What if we left after the liberation, once the slaves are free?
Once the slaves are free, I will sail back to Westeros and reclaim my crown. There is no after.
There must be something I can do to convince you.
As we speak, my men prepare to enter Meereen. What they are about to do is much bigger than you or I. Bigger than one family back in Westeros. So, unless you think you can storm Meereen and free all the slaves yourself, you have nothing more to offer me, Croft. You may leave.
That's it.
Your Grace.
See them out.
We're not just sellswords. We're the best damn sellswords in Slavers' Bay.
I know a few who might disagree with you.
His boasting aside, they were two of my best fighters.
And Beskha here, she has a history in Meereen. She can help guide us.
What the hell?
Is this true?
Yes. I lived in Meereen for a time. On the eastern side of the city. Fucking bastard.
So you wish to accompany them? You'd help the Second Sons, guide them into Meereen.
I can't, Asher.
This could be our only chance.
Is that what you're saying?
You're really considering this?
Anything for you.
Within reason, of course.
Very well. You two will join Croft and his men. Get them into the city, help them liberate Meereen, and I will see that you are rewarded. But your uncle stays here. If I find you've lied or put my men in danger...
I understand.
Good. Croft will get you settled in. It's going to be a long night.
What the fuck happened back there? Are we really going into Meereen?
What's the problem with you and Meereen, anyway?
It doesn't matter now, does it?
Beskha.
Get your armor patched up in here. Extra bedrolls if you need them. Piss buckets in the corner where it's always fucking been.
Long time since we had a piss bucket.
I spent 2 years trying to get where I am now. Don't fuck this up for me, Asher. Nail! We got 2 more!
Pô, seria tão bom mostrar pra vocês aí o jogo com legenda. Ih, tá se recuperando já esse cara aí já. O
It's not your leg that's a
príncipe.
problem, Roderick. You've got to be practical.
Pô, ainda bem.
You want to take Griff down next time? You want to stop lying in the mud and letting people walk all over you?
You're speaking to your lord, Sir Royland.
He can fight his own battles. Is all this talking supposed to help? You can't just fight through the pain. You need to try something different. You can't handle a sword like you used to. So find another advantage. Surprise your opponent. Do something unexpected.
Like what?
I'll show you. Come at me. Bring your opponent down to your level.
Pô, ele tá lento
When I
ainda, pô.
attack you, drop down, avoid my blade, and swing at the back of my knee.
Pô, esse cara tava
Wait
todo
for me to
arrebentado,
attack.
tava todo quase morto ele tava. Pô, já se recuperou bastante. Caraca, errei aqui. Tava falando com vocês, eu esqueci de prestar atenção aqui. Ué, eu apertei, pô.
Again.
Ha! Now that's how you do it.
I think you let me. Oh!
My
Isso aí, pô.
Sorry to interrupt.
Elena?
She insisted on seeing you immediately.
Lady Elena, I'm sorry to hear we won't be sisters.
Talia. Roderick. Can I speak with you? Privately.
Essa daí é
You remember my little brother?
que ele gosta, sendo que ele é de outro reino.
Good gods, you've grown.
You could just call me Arthur now.
I hope you don't mind us coming unannounced. But something's happened. I didn't know what else to do. Maybe this was a bad idea.
I didn't know if I would see you again. Given how we left things.
That doesn't change how I feel about you, Roderick. Truth be told, you're the only one I can turn to. Lord Whitehill paid my father a visit at Rillwater Crossing. He told my father Griff had subdued you, and
that my sister would make a fine reward.
as if I'm some token to be handed around.
You mean?
He demanded I marry his son, Griff.
What?
Lord threatened my family. Told my father if he refused, would be slaughtered along with you.
Father acted the damn coward.
He agreed, Roderick. I am to marry Griff Whitehill. That arrogant, pig-eyed prick!
Griff sits in my great hall and acts like the king of bloody Westeros. You can't marry him.
Do you think I want to marry that disgusting pig? But my father won't listen. I'm not gonna be the bone they throw that howling dog. I'm not gonna be some prize for him to rip open. We have to get rid of him. I can't think of any other way. My father won't see reason.
You'd murder a man to prevent your marriage. I know Griff is horrible, but to go that far...
You don't know what it's like, Roderick. You get to decide what you want to do and who you want to be. I'm expected to have my life decided for me.
You wouldn't have to do it yourself if you didn't want to. We have a way around that.
You brought your men.
I command Father's elite guard. These men are trained archers, swordsmen,
Pô, ele
experts in
conseguiu
both
aliado
ranged
com
and close combat.
aquela menina
They're
que ele
yours.
gosta, que ele tinha no
If you'll help us take down Griff.
vídeo anterior,
The
no
whole
episódio
guard.
anterior,
20 men.
ele tinha
My father still thinks they're aboard a
entrado em
ship bound for
contato
the Reach.
com ela, né?
What do you
Ela
have to
pedia
lose,
ajuda.
Roderick? Griff has been
Agora
a
acho que ela
nightmare
decidiu
for you in
ajudar.
your house.
You can't have any reason to keep him around.
Hurting Griff would start an all-out war. When Lord Whitehill found out, he'd have his whole army at our door within days.
I understand your worry, Roderick. You aren't prepared for a war with the White Hills. I know this might sound mad, but it's the only way. Get rid of Griff, and you'll be free to use the guard however you like. You can finally take control of your house again. Please, promise me you'll do this. I love you, Roderick. I don't want Griff. I don't want any of this.
I'm sorry. I won't make that promise.
You're a bloody coward!
Arthur, would you give us a moment? I know you have to think of your family, but I don't have a choice here, Roderick. The thought of him touching me, calling me his own, I won't live like that.
We don't have to murder Griff. I can use those soldiers another way.
How? I've thought about it, and this is the only way to be sure. What else could you do to stop it?
You'll just have to trust me.
I don't know.
You know me, Elena.
What other choice do I have? All right. The guard is yours.
Thank you, Elena.
I just hope that when the time comes, you'll do what must be done. I guess part of me still hoped that when this was over we could play hide and seek in the grove again, like we used to. Pretend we're still children. Forget all that's happened these last few years.
I love you, Elena.
I love you too.
Eu sabia que ia, uma hora ou outra ia rolar um beijinho.
Can't believe it's another coronation already. Our kings just get younger and younger.
Tommen's not ready. He's too soft. Maybe that was the imp's plan.
I wonder if Marjorie Tyrell will be there today.
You mean Queen Marjorie? She was married to Joffrey.
For all of 1
she'll
hour.
marry his brother too. Not to mention
put it past
Cersei
her.
and Jaime. Shh. The Lannisters have spies everywhere.
What is it, Tom?
Remember that warning you'd heard from Roderick?
About Whitehill's contact. Did you find anything?
Only whispers. But your brother's right. Lord Whitehill. Lord Whitehill is sending a great deal of gold to someone here in King's Landing. He's definitely up to something. Something big.
That's all you found out? I already knew that much.
It's the best I could do. The only people I'm even certain he deals with are those ironwood merchants.
Quero saber qual é a situação desse sujão aí do carvão, cara. Esse moleque aí, ele decidiu ajudar ela, mas ele não fala quem...
Maybe you can learn something.
Quem pediu a ele pra ajudar ela, cara.
She's not exactly happy with me right now. I've been uninvited.
Couldn't Sarah help? Ask her to get you in.
Pra quem estiver jogando vai entender o que eu tô falando.
She'd do it, right? Don't handmaidens look out for each other?
We are friends. I'm sure she'd help if I asked her.
It's a good plan, then.
It's nearly time.
Just be careful, Lady Mira. King's Landing seems to have it in for you.
Hey, what are you doing out here? There's leftover honey cake in the kitchens.
Have to guard this one. Locked him up in the old storeroom until morning.
That the one who killed Brit? He's not going anywhere. Come on. You'll be back before anyone notices.
Alright. Maybe just a quick bite. He's likely to freeze to death out here anyway. Onions and crab apples. At least I won't starve to death. If I ever find a way out of here. Must be the latrine. I'm not sticking around to use it. It might be useful. Oh, I'm not getting out that way. Oh, wood's rotten. This is all bloody useless. Probably covered with fleas. Just sand.
Bem, eu acho que já...
I can't move it. Won't budge. Garrett!
É o ladrãozinho.
What are you doing here?
I heard him talking. You're to be executed in the morning.
What about Finn? He told them.
Nobody believes him. Or don't want to. They think he's covering for you. Some are even saying he helped you do it.
I have to get out of here.
That's why I came. I want to help.
You'd be executed too. Why would you want to help me?
You had my back with Finn. He would have killed me over that knife. I figured it was about time I returned the favor. So I'm getting you out of here. I don't want to hear any complaining.
I'm not sure I believe you.
What?
Why are you really doing this?
I wasn't lying, Garrett. But, well, there is another reason. I want to go with you to the North Grove. You know I can't stay here. I'm leaving Castle Black, but I'd rather not go it alone. So if you're going north, I'm coming with you.
Well, I'm not going anywhere unless I can get out of this bloody storeroom first.
I can try and pick the lock, but I'm not sure it'll work. It's rusted a bit inside. I can try, but it may not do any good.
Keep trying the lock. I'll see if there's another way.
Right.
This is a pretty serious door. We're not going through it.
What are you gonna do?
How's it looking out there, Cotter?
Well, fine, I suppose. We have to hurry. Someone will come along soon.
Locked.
Pulling on it won't help. Garrett, what are you doing?
Getting out of here.
I can see it. It's coming loose.
I'm gonna try to push it out. You pull, all right?
I hope no one
Um
heard that.
negócio tão simples, tão frágil.
Hey, can you fit through?
I think.
You two idiots lucky I'm not Frostfinger. Thought you were being sly, eh? I figured you'd try something like this.
Será que esse safado vai ajudar agora?
What are you doing here? I'm the sword in the darkness. Helping a fellow brother keep his head. You'll need this. Now, let's go.
You're not coming with us, Finn.
What are you on about? Frostfinger already thinks I'm helping you. What do you think he's gonna do when he hears you've run off with potato fucker over here? I'd rather take my chances with you. And I'm good in a fight. You know that.
Yeah, good at starting them anyway.
You'll need another blade at your side. 3's better than 2.
Having another ranger along couldn't hurt. Till he stabs you in the back.
We'll talk later. Move.
É, agora virou um fugitivo.
There's no turning back now. We're deserters for sure. We're breaking our vows.
I've taken plenty of oaths. Broken plenty too. Words don't mean shit.
There'll be a price on our heads.
I didn't mean for it to come to this. The vows I took here, I meant them. And someday I'll come back to honor them.
They know we're gone now.
Then how fast can you run?
It's worse than I thought, isn't it?
Roderick! There you are.
Lady Forrester!
What's wrong, Mother?
It's Griff. He was arguing with the Maester and things got out of hand.
I'm coming.
What do you mean to do?
É, galera, já tá dando aqui o tempo do vídeo, né? Então eu vou me despedindo aí e peço aí gentilmente a todos vocês que estiverem passado pelo vídeo ou estiverem aqui de passagem, que se por um acaso tiver gostado do vídeo e tenha curiosidade de conhecer este conteúdo com os seus antecessores, né? Os jogos passados, os outros capítulos, eu peço aí que você venha a se inscrever no canal. E para todos aqueles que já são meus inscritos, eu peço aí gentilmente que venha aí dar o seu like, faça o seu comentário. E é isso aí, galera. Vou me despedindo aí. Até o próximo vídeo. E fui! Valeu, galera. Um abraço.